Hello, everyone, and welcome to your weekly dose of truth tarot. And we're working with the 24th of July to the 30th in the year 2026. So, I wanted to look at what we've got going for us in a positive sense versus a negative sense. I'm going to use two different decks. This one's an oracle. It's quite simple to read, especially for those of you who like to, pull cards. Or you can go to my app. So you would go to leurbanretreat.com to my blog there's a tarot app place and you just click on the photos there. There are lots of places to click and it'll take you directly to my app and you'll be able to pull cards for yourself. And you'll get a reading and you'll get the reading of the card in response to your questions. So, you could have some fun with that and kind of get an idea of how to read cards because reading cards is a lot of fun. So, one of the things that, like I said, I want to look at this week is with the Oracle card and the Tarot. We're going to see how we're going to pop this up, but I want to know what is in store for us positively, and Groot here is going to take care of that. So, here we've got action and beginnings, and then we're going to look at the Tarot itself, that is the Emperor. So they're not the same card at all, though the masculine does denote action. But it does state that this would be a very, let's say, positive bent, I would say, for the week to come. And the way to manage things and handle things is to, each time we take an action, it would be great to stand in the face of whatever the decision is that we've made, to stand in our emperor. And the emperor is solid, stable, and strong, right? So he's also, very good at taking a global picture of everything. So think of it, when you're in your emperor, you are running your entire world. You're running, your home. You're in charge of your role at work. You're in charge of your bills. You're in charge of everything. Whatever, even if you're a little kid, let's say you're 11 years old, you don't have bills, but you're in charge of going to school. You're in charge of your room. That is a great training to take action. So think about those things in relationship to your life this week. That the thing that's going to help you get forward. Now, if you look at this, we've got a man in here, and this is masculine, and Groot's also masculine, the little cutie pie. So this masculine energy says use that energy this week. Use your masculine energy to take action, to envision what you want, because the masculine's a visionary. He's going to most certainly take action. He's going to resolve things. And, the feminine is always behind, but we don't know what the feminine's doing. I'm very curious right now. What will the feminine be doing this week? So let's look at what the oracle says about the feminine. So it says, lack and doubts. All right, so this could be very interesting because if you're in a relationship with someone who's more in their masculine, you're going to have to be very supportive of the individual who's in their lack and doubt, because this is where the feminine says it is. Even though it's a male in the image, anyone can have that lack and doubt. So it can be within yourself, because your own feminine could be in lack and doubt, whether you're a man or a woman. So this courage, like we do have to, even if we have doubt, we're afraid, we still need to have the courage to move forward. So we want to, let's say I lack something. I feel like I lack something and I don't have the courage to do it. I'm going to tell my masculine, okay, well, I don't literally do this. It's metaphorical conversation here, but I'll go into my masculine and say, all right, masculine. So If you feel it in your body, the right side links to the left brain. That's my masculine. So even as I'm talking to you, my left is kind of hurting, a little bit weaker. So it's really intuitively tuning into the planet and everyone on it and how we're going to experience this. Who knows why it could be this general, right? There are going to be some people who have very little, tiny, little, maybe this amount of doubt in their lives when they're doing something. And then there's going to be some people who are going to be, the whole thing is going to be filled with doubt. Let's say that's you. And this is the only place you don't have doubt. Okay. So however you do that is fine. You're again, whenever I'm talking about the world sessions, these, dose of truth tarot for everyone, it is a general energy of what's going on. And we can all say, I don't relate to it. Or some people can go, I completely relate to it. And that's fine because it may not be part of the consciousness of the individual who says, no, I don't relate to it. But if somebody gets angry about this or it really charges them up and they go, I don't agree with any of this, there might be something in there you need to look at. So you could use the reading to help you. Like when I see something that really bothers me and, triggers me, I start looking inside and go, well, what are you doing that you're projecting that out there? What's happening to you? So even though I'm putting this on a spectrum, right? So where the doubts are, you need courage, so you take action. And that's protecting the feminine. So if I look at my masculine, he needs that courage. The feminine goes, yeah, but I doubt, I don't trust you. So what we want to do is say, well, I'm going to do it anyway, right? I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm going to, sure, I'll be cautious, but I'm going to do it anyway. So what does this card have to say? There we go. So it comes up as feminine, Queen of Wands. So she's fiery. And again, this could be a nice partnership, the Queen of Wands with the Emperor. It's nothing's perfect. Everything can fit together. The Hierophant would, sorry, I called it the Emperor before. It's the Hierophant. So this is, oh boy, I have to change the whole reading. I need to keep my glasses on. I just thought this was the Emperor. It's actually the Hierophant. Terribly sorry, everyone. I need to correct that. So as the Hierophant, this is teaching. So this is taking action in what you want to express to the world. This is whether you want to write a book. This is whether you want to teach. This is what, you as a parent instructing your kids, you even instructing yourself. So it's a little bit different than actually what I was saying before, where you're running your world. This is where you're actually, telling the world a little bit about your wisdom. And then the Queen of Wands behind the Emperor, I could say this is, sorry, I said it again, the Hierophant. The Queen of Wands, she can be, put a little bit of fire under the Hierophants, but that's the Pope, right? So she can disrupt him, she can cause his blood to boil, but she can also be his muse when it comes to writing a book or doing something that involves, let's say, teaching, expressing, speaking, that kind of thing. Sorry about that I made a mistake on that. All right, let's see. Do you want to tell us anything else, cards? Oh, there we go. Presence, abundance, and gratitude, and in the fair. Right. So we need to have, one of the things that are really important to carry us through, especially with lack and doubt, and that we need that courage, is remain present and also have gratitude for. Actually, I don't like the word for. Have gratitude. It's about just being alive, and the abundance that we have is always around us, right? And I'm not talking about, actually starving, right? Actually being somewhere where there's no food, no water. That's a different story altogether. But we can still be in gratitude for every little thing we have, even when we're in lack. I've been in times in my life where I didn't have anything. I didn't even have 2 nickels to rub together. And And I just kept saying, I didn't even say it. I just felt grateful that I could do the things that I wanted to do despite, you know, not bringing in any money, etc. And the star card is when we are centered within our in our body mind. Let's say we're in the center, and sorry, I'm trying to make a circle. So I'm the star within my own life, and everyone is a star within their own lives. So you think of all these circles, and everyone's a star. So when the star card comes up, it's like, yes, I am in the center of my life. I am the star within my life, and everyone else is a star. And then we, like Venn diagrams, we overlap. But if I'm a star in my own life, I can decide whether I'm going to sacrifice for someone else or not. I'll decide whether I want to do something or not, as they will, or how we work together. It doesn't mean someone takes over the leading role. We're always playing the leading role in our own lives, and I find that so powerful. If I'm always, even if I'm, let's say, the maid in this house, but I'm playing the leading role in my life, I'm never going to feel bad about what I'm doing. I'm going to be completely happy. It doesn't matter. So understanding that is super important, and that also relieves doubt. Okay? So there we go. Have a great week. Enjoy that, and I think that turned out to be a lot more positive than I thought it would be. All right, everyone. Have a great week. Bye.